What's up guys, C Stout here,
See?
and in today's video, I'll be showing you how simple it is to make your own 808s just like this one. Let's get it. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to keep this simple. A lot of videos on the internet, they make it look so complicated with all the processing, but it comes down to 3 steps. It comes down to creating your bass, putting a kick in front of that bass, and saturating it to give it the tone you want. Alright, so I already pre-planned this tutorial and I already drew in some notes so we can create our bass. I'm just using a simple synthesizer. If you're not even a Reason user, you can use any synth because this is probably the easiest part. Every 808 is made up of a sine wave, and then all you're really doing is tweaking the attack, decay, sustain, and release over here. So I'm going to start looping the pattern I already have, and the whole point of this video is for you to just see what I'm doing and then you can imitate it. Here we go. So already we have the shape, the boominess. If you're listening through your phone or your laptop, you're not going to be able to hear it. So you might want to put in some headphones. So now we're going to bring in the kick drum sample, and notice how I brought the attack up because that'll help us leave room for the kick. I found this kick sample and I like the bottom end of it, but the high end I don't think sounds good with it. So listen to it with the bass. It's not bad, but I think it just doesn't blend as well. So I'm going to start EQing it a little bit. Yeah, so that sounds good. It's got that low end thud, and you can always add more stuff on top of that kick later if you want. So now all I have left is to saturate it a little bit. This just gives it character, it gives it a different tone, and every 808 out there is made of the sine wave over here, but it's the saturation that gives it the sound. So right here, I have the pulverizer. It's just a distortion compression unit, but all I'm actually doing is using this dirt knob, which is just adding some more saturation. So I'll play that and show you the difference. Yeah, so it's just giving it a little bit of air, a little buzziness. That way it comes through the mix a little bit, because otherwise you can only really feel it, you can't hear it. So next, I just put a compressor on, and if you watched my Punchy Drums video, I show the snap compression technique, and all I'm doing with the compressor is controlling the body of the 808, and then it does add a little bit of saturation because it's bringing out this distortion more. So there's not a huge difference, but it helps. Definitely a little bit more buzziness. So the last one is this plugin called JSD Clip, and all this does is emulate the sound of digital clipping. So it's not actually clipping, but it gives it those qualities. So I'm just going to mess with this. Yeah, so pretty much just rounds it out in my opinion. And then last I have this EQ, and I'm just cutting down some of the low end sub to bring back the harmonics we added from all this other saturation. Now when you like what you got, you can just export it as an entire sample. So all I did was bring one kick and then one bass note over here. I think it's a C, and then you just export that, and then you're left with your sample right here. Check it. And then now you can go bring in a sampler, which I got over here, and you can load it into that. And let me go back to the sequencer, solo that out, and bring up the keyboard. Yeah, so I think that's pretty sick. And from there, you can process it as much as you want, but coming up with the main idea isn't that difficult. So I hope this helped you guys out. It's all about those 3 steps: the bass, the kick, and the saturation. Because every 808 out there is made of sine waves. It's all about coloring it. Let me know if this helped you guys. Check out my free sample packs linked below. DM me on Instagram for future videos, and we'll see you in the next one.